So what you'll see flying around are short-nosed fruit bats. They are frugivores. They only eat fruit, so they're not insect hunters. They're not going after insects. And a little stray cat going by here. They come out right after the sun goes down, and their job is to go around to all these trees that you see along the neighborhood and eat from the fruits that are in the trees. So I'm just going to stand still for a minute and you should be able to see them fly around. There goes a couple of them. If I just kind of hold it here. And no, they're not aggressive, but they don't do the echolocation. So like the bats that eat insects or hunt small animal or, small flying insects, they actually echolocate to find their prey. These short-nosed fruit bats do a slightly different thing. They smell for their prey. So they're using their nose and scenting for it, and their vision is a little more, is a little better, so to speak. So. I know if I take you away from this house, they'll start flying around again. So maybe that's what I should do, because they might not like my presence being here. So I'm going to walk down the street a little bit and get some distance and then come back, and they should be flying around again. Basically, I mean, they do fly up and down all the streets in the neighborhood here. And, some of the neighborhood streets get kind of dark, so you wouldn't see them so well. And there's a lot more street lights. Now, the reason they would be hanging out down here is there is a large yard with several mango trees and other fruit trees in it. And it's the perfect spot for them. It's also kind of dark, and they enjoy having that darkness, because they want to be able to keep themselves a little bit concealed while they do what they got to do. Now, I'm going to stand here for a second. This whole yard is pretty much full of fruit trees. There's banana trees back there, snakes at times, which is kind of exciting, and the bats at night, and you get stray cats, brown rats, and all the other fun urban animals out here. The geckos, the frogs, the snails. I mean, there's a lot of wildlife actually. Yep, I just saw one fly by. It's hard because I can see them fly one side or another, and then when I turn, I don't see them again because they've already gone by me. Hard to get them on video for you anyway because it's dark and YouTube is not really going to show up crystal clear, and I'm not going out of my way to get close to them. So, at this point, you're just going to see motions. That's why I like to stay around the lights, because maybe you'll see them fly by the lights. So the tree that you can't see that's in here is actually the banana tree, and then the mango tree is right here. And they have fruit on them, so yeah, there's bats. Okay, I'm going to head back. Oh, one just flew by me just as I said that. Head back in this direction. I do see there are some tomcats, the stray cats, that are fighting right now. So you might hear some screeching and hollering. I'll do my best to kind of ignore that because that happens a lot. They're very territorial, and the females are the prize that they fight after. So, and back in this lid area, there's not a lot of fruit trees around, so they don't really fly here except to go through the street. But at the end of the street, there are the trees, and that's, of course, what the fruit bats are going to be going for. So yeah, at the beginning of this video, you saw bats flying around. Every time I actually go to find them, all of a sudden they disappear. Maybe I should just stop talking. That's probably a good thing. There was the one that just went by. He's still flying around. That's good. So actually, right now, a lot of them will fly into the tree and hang out. They do congregate because they're all from the same colony anyway. There's not a lot of infighting between the fruit bats. And they'll hang out until one of them finds a really good place to go do some feeding. And of course, they're going to be busy through the middle of the night. You know, like right now, they're just starting to get active. And then through the middle of the night, they stay active and they go feed a lot. And there's a lot of activity going on. Okay, I'm going to take you for a short walk back down this way, and I'm still hanging out in the basic area, but you know, it's just basically backing up a little bit. Yeah, I just had one fly over my head, so I think if I back up from the tree, it'll start to come out a little bit more. The trade-off is you won't be able to see them as well after I back up. I'm lucky tonight, not a lot of mosquitoes are out, and that's kind of nice, makes it nicer. Okay, well, I can still see a couple in the distance, but it seems like the closer I get, the more they kind of stay away, which is a good survival tactic for them. When I actually go to film them, I'm taking my Canon 70 DSLR camera with a 400 millimeter telephoto lens, so I don't have to get close at all to film them. I actually stand way back and do my filming from, way far away, and they're not going to react to that as much. They're actually going to be pretty much doing their normal behaviors. So someone asked me to do the bats. Yeah, there's still a couple flying up here. Someone asked me to do the bats come to my house. They do, and I've got some footage of that. And they use the runoff from our air conditioners. Actually, the water that condensates and then runs off outside on the patio, they use that water to drink from, and they also wash sometimes their fruit in there. They leave a big mess some mornings. Get up and see all the cracked fruit bits and guano where they've been sitting there having a good time. One just flew at knee level past me right here. Yeah, you never know. I mean, bats to me are the most unpredictable animals that I go after and try to photograph or anything like that. I have a great difficulty with it. So even though there are dozens flying around right now, it could take 10 or 15 minutes for them to come close enough for you to be able to see it during a live broadcast. But this tree just happens to be one area that I like to hang out. And when I walk a little further, I can actually see more flying, but it's so dark that you wouldn't actually be able to see because there's no contrast and no way to actually see them flying up there. If it was daytime, you'd see the silhouette. It'd be like Batman. Okay, it's kind of my last go around. I turn back in this direction, hoping that they come down the street back this way. Now, at least tonight, you guys have seen a few. Maybe not so close, but you've definitely seen a few. I got some better video at the beginning of it because they were flying around like crazy when I first walked up here. But it is getting more traffic. There are more people coming, so of course they're going to roost and stay out of harm's way. And I'm now actually going to walk back down the street, heading pretty much towards my house, and kind of cut off this live broadcast. I'll have the bat video up with the footage that I take from the good camera and everything, plus from my security camera on my patio. In a couple of weeks, I'll be able to cut that and get that up for you. So, and just kind of close up for now and head back down the street here. Now, this end of the street is pretty dark. They could still definitely be flying around, but your chance of seeing them is very small. And for me, I just kind of keep my awareness because, of course, I don't want a bat to fly into my head. And hello. Okay, so ending it now. See y'all later.